some of my belongings in great detail, which means you can lift off, or you can watch if you like, pay attention, maybe learn something. So we have 5 items, and we're going to begin with this item that's actually a gift for a friend, but I don't know if she watches the channel, and if she does, I think her birthday may have already gone by the time this is published. So we have this item, which is a travel mug for hot drinks. It is made out of ceramic, and the lid is kind of a rubbery material. Let me show you. Like a silicone rubbery material. And what you do, you take off the lid. That's important. And at the moment there is nothing inside. It's empty. And you would put your coffee in there, or your tea bag, and then you're going to pour hot water in. Obviously, if you make like filtered coffee, you can pour the ready-made coffee in there, but if you use instant coffee like I do, then you're going to put the coffee granules in there, pour hot water in. Needs to be boiling water, okay? You can't just put hot water from the tap. That wouldn't taste very nice. It wouldn't be hot enough. So you boil the water in whatever way you normally boil. I use a kettle. And then you can add anything you like. If you have sugar, you can add the sugar. If you have milk, you can put the milk, whether it's dairy milk or soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, or no milk at all. And you can add flavourings. Once you have finished adding whatever you like in there, you're going to take a spoon and give it a stir, making sure the ingredients are nicely mixed together, and then being very careful not to spill the cup, because the contents are obviously boiling hot. You're going to replace the lid, and you need to make sure that it is pressed down firmly, okay, because otherwise when you tip it to drink, it will spill on you. And it says on the top, I don't know if you can read the writing, it's in the same colour as the lid, and it's also in the same material, but it says caution, contents hot, just in case anyone else comes across it. Now then, to drink your coffee, you have a little zip opening here, and you would just lift it, and the coffee will come out, but only a tiny amount, so that again you don't burn yourself, it doesn't fall down the front of you. And you also have this little hole here, which is kind of like a little air hole. It helps with any possible spillage or splashback from the coffee. Okay, so to make it look also added a picture of a pumpkin, an orange pumpkin, because we are heading into autumn and spooky season. And it says, "Hello pumpkin, hello pumpkin," which is very cute. And next to the pumpkin we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars. There is only one pumpkin on the front and one pumpkin on the back. It's fairly heavy because it is ceramic, which means that you can easily smash the item if you were to drop it, so you need to be careful. And on the bottom it says, "Lid and body are microwave safe and dishwasher safe." So you can heat your coffee or tea or even just hot water in the microwave in this. Both lid and the body are both microwavable and dishwasher proof. You can put it in your dishwasher to clean it out, although I personally choose to hand wash my cutlery and dishes, etc. I don't use the dishwasher. So that is the Hello Pumpkin travel mug. It's very cute. I hope my friend likes it. Kind of want to keep it for myself. That is item number 1. Okay. Let's see what item number 2 is. Well, first things first. It has nice crinkle sounds. And it is a lavender and frankincense scented soap. It is purple in colour, but at the moment it is wrapped in this paper wrapping, which is making the crinkle sounds. It is a rectangular shape and it is roughly 9 centimeters long and perhaps 4 centimeters in height. It also has a cardboard sleeve which has the details of the soap on there. It is made by Diana Lee and it is organic soap, so there should be no nasties in there. The instructions say cleanse and refresh your skin with the evocative scents of frankincense and lavender. This naturally coloured and long-lasting triple milled bar rubs to a rich lather. So, to use, you would unwrap the soap, you would take off this paper wrapping and this cardboard sleeve, and you would run some hot water and you would place the soap under the hot water and start to rub the soap either in your hand, or if you have a sponge of some description then you can rub it on there and the soap will begin to foam lather. There'll be a nice soapy foam which you can then wash your body with. It will smell of lavender and frankincense, which is quite a relaxing scent. So perhaps you could use this in the evening when you're ready to get into bed, or if you're having a nice spa day, perhaps this would be ideal for those situations. Once you have finished using it, I would suggest leaving the soap to dry on a soap dish, because it will take some time for it to dry off, and then it will last a very long time. So this soap is likely to last for many washes. It won't dissolve very quickly at all. Only a tiny bit will be used each time you wash. So this is a nice alternative to shower gels and less plastic used. So that was the organic soap. Okay. Next, we have a calculator. Now, calculators in the past, to me, were very boring, although I had a very cute, bright pink calculator when I was little that had Snoopy and Woodstock on it, and there was even a little Woodstock character that would appear in the screen. I don't know how they did that. This does not have that, however, it is a beautiful pastel colour, and it is much larger than the usual calculator that you would perhaps see in school or the office. So you would use a calculator for maths, solving maths problems. Maybe you need to add up your bills, or you're shopping, or you just want to work something out with numbers. This is what it would be used for. So you can see that there is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 button. We have a plus, minus, times or multiply, and divide button, and equals, a decimal point. We have a percentage symbol, square root, and these are your memory buttons. So if you would like to have the calculator remember one of your sums, perhaps you need to remember that number but continue with your next sum and then go back to the number, you can use the memory buttons. This button is a delete, so if you had written, for example, 78 but you actually meant to write 79, you can press this button and the 8 would disappear. You can either add the 9, or if you pressed it again, the 7 would also disappear. And then you have the AC, which is the on button, and you have the CE, which I don't even know what that's for. So let's turn it on, and you'll see there is a 0. It always begins with a 0. 0 is your starting point. Okay, so if we wanted to add 4 plus 5 course, you would get the answer 9, which, using my mental arithmetic, I know is correct. And then if you want to start over, you just press the AC again and you're back to the start. So this calculator is a mechanical calculator, so it's nice button sounds when you click, 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 click. It also has different coloured buttons. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pastel pink coloured buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pastel lemon buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4 lilac coloured buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4 pastel green coloured buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pastel blue coloured buttons, and 2 orange coloured buttons. On the back we have a compartment here, and that is where you put just one battery, a AAA battery in there, and then you can seal it back up again to make it upright. Have you used a calculator before? No. Okay, well, you can use this whenever you like. Feel free. Okay, play around with it and see how you feel. Okay. Next we have this little jar of toffee nut latte flavoured instant coffee granules. It's in a tiny little glass jar with a screw top lid. And because it hasn't been opened yet, it has a foil top to show that firstly nobody has access to the coffee, but also to keep the coffee nice and fresh until it's going to be used. So this coffee is made by beanies, and there are many different flavours. There is also creamy caramel, hazelnut, vanilla, but this one is toffee nut latte, and it is for my son, one of his birthday presents. He loves coffee, and I bought him a little travel mug so that he can have a little mug when he goes out. He loves coffee. He doesn't have it every day, anything like that. He doesn't need that. He's only like coming up to 10, but he does really like coffee, so I thought this was a cute little gift for him. So this coffee is sugar-free and low calorie. I don't think coffee is normally got many calories anyway. And the ingredients are what you would normally find in a coffee other than the flavouring. And we've talked through coffee earlier, but I'm going to tell you how to prepare it again in case you have forgotten. So you would take the lid off, screw it like we did earlier. Then I would get a teaspoon and I would pop like the foil layer on top and then pull back so you have access to the coffee inside. And then using the teaspoon, put it inside and scoop out a mound of coffee on your teaspoon, not a giant mound, just, a small amount on your teaspoon, filling your teaspoon. and you will put that into your mug, your teacup, your travel mug, whatever you're going to have coffee in. And then you are going to put your kettle on to boil, or put a pan of water on the stove to boil, whatever way you tend to make hot drinks. And once that water has boiled, you're going to pour that on top of the coffee granules that are in your cup, and you're going to pour it till almost the top of the mug. Leave some space if you have milk, and then you're going to stir until all the granules are dissolved, and then you can add milk if you have milk. Some people like to add their milk first before adding the water, and you stir that all up. Maybe you'd like to add some sugar in there, and then you will need to let it cool for a little bit. Potentially you can blow on top of the coffee, and then you can sip on that coffee. You bring the mug up to your mouth and sip on it, and you can perhaps have a treat with your coffee, maybe a biscuit or two. And then you will put the lid back on the coffee to seal it so that the coffee stays nice and fresh. And you will put this in your cupboard perhaps, or if you have a nice little container, you might want to pour the contents of the coffee into the pretty coffee container and then recycle the packaging. So what do you think of this cute little coffee jar? I think you will love it. It has a little coffee bean imprint on top as well. Very sweet. Hopefully it will taste very yummy. You can just get normal coffee with no flavouring. That's the normal way I have my coffee, but it's nice sometimes to have a flavoured coffee, perhaps a flavoured syrup in there, or maybe some chocolate sprinkles on top if it's a cappuccino. Okay, so now we are on to the final item for today. And this is also from Diana Lee, and it is also lavender and frankincense scented. It is a body oil. It has a pipette on top which allows you to squeeze up the right amount of oil and then squeeze a little bit out, because you only need a tiny bit to go a long way. So this is a body oil, so you can rub this into your skin. It will soften your skin and obviously make it smell very nice. It's best to use this when you've just come out of a hot bath or a shower, when your skin is still a little bit moist, pores are open, and then you can just unscrew the lid. And you can use the pipette to put some oil onto you. So let's suck a little bit up. Did you see? Pull it out, and then we can put a little drop onto my skin and rub that in. Can you see? That smells so nice. And again, this would be good for a spa night, for example. Perhaps if you've not been sleeping too well, a nice little pamper, and then the lavender scent will send you straight off to sleep. is a fairly big bottle of body oil. I think this will last a while because, like I say, body oil goes a long way. And if you notice, there are pieces of lavender inside the bottle, which is so beautiful. So this is something you'd probably do maybe on a weekly basis, like on a little pamper night. And it comes in a little glass jar. So I would say be careful not to smash this as well, very delicate. But like I say, there is quite a lot in there for a body oil, so that would last quite a few sessions. The bottle is roughly 8 centimetres in height, although the actual area with oil in is probably more like 4 centimetres. You can see all the lavender inside. It's completely clear and see-through. So, used together with the soap, you'd have a lovely pamper evening and a lovely sleep, no doubt. So that was the last item today. I hope you enjoyed the over-explaining, and if there were any nice little crinkle sounds, tapping sounds, I hope you enjoyed that as well. But now I'm going to go and let you sleep if you're not already fast asleep. Now I'll see you again